What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity NC, and come jump in the time machine. Come join me as we recap everything the Attitude Years. We're on season 3, covering the year 2000. We started this Attitude Years series going back to December 1997, and we have covered every single pay-per-view, Raw and SmackDown from December 97 until where we are now, May 2000. And you can check out older episodes of the archives. Just check out, older episodes of Raw, the Attitude Year. 1998 was a crazy year. A lot of fun stuff. 1999 was insane as well. In 2000 is shaping to be really, really good so far. So let's dive into WWF Raw Is War, live on May 22nd, 2000 in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is the night after Judgment Day, which saw the amazing, incredible return of the American Badass, The Undertaker. Shows up in his motorcycle, ends up helping The Rock, but it actually screwed The Rock over, costing The Rock the title. Shawn Michaels disqualified The Rock after The Undertaker choke slammed Triple H, which allowed Triple H to become the new WWF champion. So we're going to get the fallout of Judgment Day and the coverage of other matches as we go on. So thank you for joining me, and let's get started. So Vince McMahon comes out. Vince said Judgment Day is supposed to be the day that the world as we know it will end. The McMahon-Helmsley faction celebrated lavishly last night. DX beat the Dudley Boyz at their very own game in a tables match. My son Shane McMahon pinned the giant Big Show's shoulders to the mat. I'm so proud of my son-in-law. He proved why he is the game. He defeated The Rock, even though The Rock employed the services of The Undertaker. Even with those odds, Triple H became champion. It's been nice about The Undertaker. If he shows his face here tonight, he's not under contract and will be arrested. I'm not sure The Rock will show up here tonight, but if he does, he'll face me. Rock will actually be facing DX, Shane, and WWF Champion Triple H. At Judgment Day, we took the WWF title for The Rock, and tonight we'll take what's left. So Vince setting a huge threat to The Rock and to The Undertaker, basically saying that, Taker, you're going to get arrested if you show up, at Rock, you're going to face all of us tonight and deal with me. But let's see what happens. As Vince is walking backstage, The Rock attacks Vince and slams Vince into a garage door, hits Vince McMahon with a trash can lid, tosses Vince into the limo. Vince has his head out of the limo window, and The Rock nails Vince McMahon in the head with a trash can lid. And that was just fucking awesome. The Rock just destroying Vince McMahon after Vince gave this huge promo about, oh, The Rock's going to have to deal with me. Well, The Rock did deal with you, and he definitely sent you packing. Good stuff here for Rock, and that trash can lid to Vince McMahon was awesome. We have our first match of the night. TNA with Trish Stratus taking on the Hardy Boyz. Trish Stratus comes out and says that all the little girls love the Hardys, but I know when I'm through with them, we'll see how exactly hard they are. So the Hardys attack to start. Tess hits a big boot to Jeff Hardy. Albert swings Matt Hardy. Matt lands a double big boot, a double DDT. Jeff Hardy lands a double flying corkscrew. And then the Hardys dive onto TNA on the floor. Jeff lands a swanton to Albert. Trish distracts the referee, and Tess hits a flying elbow drop to Jeff Hardy to get a 3 count. And TNA get the victory with some help from Trish Stratus. And I love seeing old school Trish. She's such an amazing wrestler. She did celebrate her 25 years of the company this past weekend at the Royal Rumble. She competed. She did a great job in that match. But the Hardy Boyz and TNA are just starting their rivalry, and it looks like it's going to be good. I like that Trish Stratus is getting involved here, and good opening match here. Next, we see WWF European Champion Latino beat Eddie Guerrero with his Mamacita China, defending against D'Lo Brown. D'Lo hits a drop kick to start the match, and then we see D'Lo land a side slam. He hits a sky high, but then the Godfather and the host come out, which distracts D'Lo. Eddie Guerrero lands a Hurricane Rana roll up, and Eddie Guerrero retains the European Championship. After the match, the Godfather hits D'Lo Brown with the hoe trade and a pimp drop. Godfather getting some revenge on D'Lo Brown. I love seeing Eddie Guerrero compete. He and China are great together, and now we know that there's going to be issues between D'Lo Brown and the Godfather, and that will continue. DX arrive in a limo backstage. The Rock attacks all of them with a lead pipe and locks them in an 18-wheeler. The Rock is not fucking playing tonight. He's destroying everybody that gets in his way. And The Rock is mad and wants to revenge. He wants that WWF Championship that was stolen from him, and it's fucked up. And I think The Rock will get his revenge. WWF Tag Team Champions Edge and Christian and Kurt Angle come out to take out Rikishi and Too Cool and a rematch from Judgment Day. Edge and Christian mock and do the big choke pose for the cameras. All six men fight on the floor. Rikishi lands a Samoa drop to Christian. We then see a Rikishi stink face Edge. Kurt Angle tosses Rikishi into the ring step. Edge hits Sky Johnny with a WWF Tag Team title belt, and Angle rolls up Scotty to get the victory. Angle, Edge, and Christian get some revenge on Rikishi. Too cool here, but Rikishi's stink face is awesome, and I just love seeing Angle, Edge, and Christian team up because they're great together. Shane McMahon arrives backstage, and Joe Briscoe tries to warn him about The Rock, but Shane walks off. Shane then comes out to the ring. Shane said Judgment Day was wonderful, and I put together a pictorial. Shane shows his attack on the Big Show, beating him in the last man in the no disqualification match. Shane mocks the Big Show crying in the ambulance. Shane then says, I would like you to refer to me as Shane the Giant Killer. If Big Show would walk back down, history will repeat itself. But then someone comes down. It's not the Big Show. It's The Rock. The Rock punches Shane and attacks Shane McMahon throughout the crowd. And The Rock just beating the shit out of Shane McMahon. Shane has a lot of, shit talking going on, calling himself the Giant Killer when he uses Cinder Block to defeat the Big Show. But good stuff here with The Rock destroying Shane McMahon, putting Shane in his place. Next up, we see WWF Intercontinental Champion Chris Benoit defending against Val Venis. Val clotheslines Chris Benoit to the floor. Benoit with Val Venis hard to the corner, lands a snap suplex for a 2. Benoit then lands a superplex. Hardcore Holly runs out and hits Chris Benoit with a steel chair, so Benoit gets a DQ victory. After Hardcore Holly then hits Val Venis with a steel chair, Chris Jericho's music then hits, and Jericho ends up running down, hitting Hardcore Holly with a steel chair. So these 4 men, Hardcore Holly has just been hitting everybody with a steel fucking chair. I don't get what's going on. Like, I get Hardcore Holly wants to get involved and become Intercontinental Champion, but this has been going on for too much. Jericho getting involved, Val Venis. It's like, let's separate these guys now. Too much, in my opinion. Next up, we see the Dudley Boyz defeat the Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan after the Big Boss Man. First we see the Dudleys land a once-up headbutt to Bull Buchanan, and then the Dudleys hit a 3D to Bull to get the victory. Decent match here, but basic stuff. We then see Bradshaw defeat Crash Holly in a hardcore match after Bradshaw lands a power bomb, and Bradshaw just destroys the little Crash Holly here. Joe Briscoe tells WWF Champion Triple H and WWF Women's Champion Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley that The Rock has attacked everybody, and Triple H says he's going to get to The Rock before Rock gets to him. We then get an interview from Shawn Michaels after Judgment Day. Shawn says he called it down the middle, and if you don't like it, it's too bad. So I don't know how much the fans are going to like hearing that from Shawn. I mean, you fucked up. You cost The Rock the title by calling it a DQ victory for Triple H. But we then see Alita backstage. She sees S.A. Rios with the hose, and she looks upset in the locker room as S.A. flirts with them. We see the Godfather and S.A. Rios teaming up against Perry Saturn and the WWF Light Heavyweight Champion Dean Malenko. Godfather offers Dean the hose, and Dean leaves with the hose. S.A. lands a heel kick to Saturn. Godfather hits a spinning leg drop, which is one of his moves. Leah drops S.A. Rios off the top rope, and then Perry Saturn lands a brain buster to get a 3-count victory. and it looks like Lita is done with SA Rios finally, and good riddance. Like SA needs to stop, like like flirting with that hose when he has Lita. Lita is definitely hot. The Rock comes out to the ring. The Rock says, Triple H brought it all to The Rock. After an hour, we made history. You never ever beat The Rock. Enjoy it all because I guarantee I will be champion again. The world witnessed the return of The Undertaker. You did the right thing at the wrong time. Vince McMahon, you think you're going to finish me? What started as 4-on-1 is now 1-on-1. That's when WWF champion Triple H and WWF Women's champion Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley comes out. Triple H says, Rock, before I kick your ass, I want to say something. Yesterday, we went through hell and we made history. Yesterday was your judgment day. You were punished while I was rewarded. At the end, you couldn't hang. The fact is, there are two men looking at each other. One is a loser and the other is a winner. When it was all said and done, I was the undisputed WWF champion. The Rock says, just bring it. That's when Triple H and The Rock brawl. DX then come out, Shane, Tori, Vince, Hero, Briscoe. The Rock attacks them all. Rock hits a rock bomb to Vince. They then get the upper hand on The Rock. That's when The Undertaker comes out and destroys everyone. Undertaker then gets on his motorcycle and almost runs over Vince McMahon and chases them off. Rock attacks Triple H. Triple H then hits The Rock with a ring bell. Rock hits a low blow, though, and lands a rock bottom to Triple H through the announce table. A crazy way to go off the air. A Rock and Triple H brawling with DX and the heels getting the advantage. The Undertaker comes out and just destroying everybody. Like almost Vince running for his life, almost getting hit with that motorcycle. Really good stuff here. We're seeing a lot of good Attitude Era segments, and it's getting better each week. I really loved a lot about the show, The Undertaker, The Rock destroying everybody backstage. Really good stuff. Good episode of Raw. Our next recap is going to be for WWF SmackDown, which we'll be giving our coverage for that. To keep checking us out, though, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay notified until new content comes out. Oh, you can also check us out on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.